Hi, everyone. Matt Layman here from Arizona Sports. The day after the Coyotes picked up a big 4-3 win over the Nashville Predators in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup qualifying round. Now, the Coyotes they're in Edmonton. They're in the bubble. They're playing a best-of-5 series against the Nashville Predators, and they won that first game on Sunday. Got a little too close for comfort in the third period as Arizona came out swinging. They got a 3-0 lead in the first period, took a 3-1 lead into first intermission right before the buzzer. Nashville scored a goal, but things were looking all Coyotes. Michael Grabner scored a breakaway shorthanded goal in the second period to make it 4-1, and it looked like it was going to be a blowout. But Nashville got two quick goals in the third period. It made it 4-3 Coyotes, and they were hanging on for dear life. And then the Coyotes were called for a penalty, so we kind of had everybody on the edge of their seat. Arizona hung on. They didn't give Nashville much at the end of the game, and they won 4-3. A really big game for the Coyotes, not only because they won a postseason game, but also because some of their key players were their best players, and that's not always been the case for the Coyotes. Phil Kessel had 2 points. Taylor Hall had 2 points. Oliver Ekman-Larsson had the opening goal in the game. Those are the kind of things that you need to be successful. Clayton Keller also had a goal in yesterday's game. So those are the people that you need to show up on the score sheet if this team is going to be successful. You can't be relying on all these kind of secondary pieces to their team, as important as those guys are. Some of these stars are on the team for a reason. The Coyotes brought in Phil Kessel for a reason. They drafted Clayton Keller in the first round for a reason, and it's to do the things that we saw them do yesterday. So good on them. We don't really know what the rest of the series is going to hold for these Coyotes, whether or not they sustain the scoring that they had in Sunday's game, but if they can, that's going to be key. The Coyotes are a really good defensive team, a really good goaltending team, but scoring goals has kind of been their issue for a while now, even before this season. So to get a bunch of goals early yesterday is really big, and they need to continue to put on offensive pressure on Nashville. And if they can do that, this series might be theirs to lose. Another thing, Michael Grabner, who really was a healthy scratch a lot during the season, he came up with a big goal yesterday. That's got to get the guys going, and good for him to not only get into the lineup, but also to score, the deciding goal in the game. Arizona was physical yesterday. They came out hitting hard early in the games, getting physical pressure on Nashville. We'll see if that keeps up in the series, whether Nashville does anything to try to counter that. But I do think that was a factor early on. Lawson Krause led the team, I believe, with 5 hits. So a big day for him yesterday as well. So all in all, a good performance for the Coyotes, even though it got a little hairy toward the end. I still thought they played a good game. Darcy Kemper had 40 saves. That's just what they need from him. So we'll see. Another game for Coyotes on Tuesday, and then Game 3 would be on Wednesday. If necessary, there'll obviously be more games later in the week. So for Arizona Sports, I'm Matt Layman. Thanks for watching.
Enhance your sports coverage by following Arizona Sports on Instagram.